Good evening, and thank you for joining us. My name is Vashon Turk, also known as the Solutions Expert, and this is the Solutions for You show. I'm really excited to bring you great content today and our special guests. If this is your first time listening to Solutions for You, the reason why this show was started because 78% of small businesses fail in the first 5 years, and over half of them will fail in the first year. So what's the number one reason for their failure? Lack of knowledge. So we are here today to bring the knowledge. And my fellow knowledge bringer here today is Mr. Anthony. And Mr. Anthony is founder of CEO of Biondo Creative, a Philadelphia-based web design and digital marketing company that provides web services, social media management, paid advertising, and digital marketing consulting. Anthony is a graduate of LaSalle University and attained his master's degree from St. Joe's University. His work in digital marketing has been featured in local Philadelphia TV stations like ABC, NBC, and CBS affiliates, and NPR, and he has received awards from the Web Marketing Association, PRSA Philadelphia, IABC, PRSA Kentucky for excellence in web design, and Dale Carnegie for innovation. So help me welcome Mr. Anthony Biondo. Thanks for coming on to the show today.
Hey, how you doing? Thanks.
All right. So we're going to get right into it, Anthony. What motivates you to do what you do?
I really like helping people, and I have this passion for technology since I was young. So I started out at a really young age, interested in computers. My dad was in computers, and it was just something that came natural to me. And when I went to college, I started tinkering with the computers, learning going out and looking at websites and kind of learning how to reverse engineer them, and then start learning how to program on my own. And then I ended up figuring out how to do it and do it well. And then I just started volunteering and helping different people at the university build sites and things like that, and then kind of parlayed that into a business after college.
That sounds wonderful. It's magnificent. Now, would you say that you can help a lot of companies generate leads for, through their websites or through SEO generation, or what exactly? Tell me a little bit more about that and what you actually do in web design that's unique from any other web designer.
Yeah, absolutely. So we could definitely help people get leads. I think that part of it is about building a good site that's defect free, so that Google looks at you as a good community member out there, and building in best practices into your website so that when people do visit your website, that they're attracted and that they want to provide some information. We do a couple of different things. I would say there's a lot of different design firms out there. The things that we focus on are really trying to do things technically well and use the latest practices that are out there that Google's looking at, and to make sure that you get the most for your investment in your site. A lot of companies will start out of the gate and want to try to sell you, pay-per-click campaigns and things like that. We try to help you build a good site with a good foundation and get you traffic organically without having to pay for it, and then help you supplement and add in traffic later with pay-per-click.
Okay. What would you say if someone's out there now trying to look into getting web design or a web designer? What would you say are some things that they should look for in getting a really good web designer or getting the most bang for their buck?
I think what I would do if I was going to look at web designers, I'd go out and go take a look at some of their work, see some of the clients that they've done work for and how good their site is. You could go out, there's a website, it's w3c.org. And you can take your different designers and you can run their websites through their tests to see how good or bad they are. Another thing that's really, really good to take a look at too for your own website is Google Page Speed, because they'll tell you the things that Google sees your site doing well and poorly. And those things that Google highlights there have a direct effect on your rank in Google.
That's great. Now, as you were building your business, what are some of the unexpected hurdles you encounter while you were building your business?
So this business is really my third business. So I've been more fortunate with this one than I would say my earlier ones. I started my first business actually in grade school in 8th grade, and it was a DJ business. The hard lesson I learned really quick was that you need a business license to start a business. So I had some visit from licensing inspection. That was fun. And so I was fortunate that one of my neighbors actually worked for the court system, and they were tight with a lot of the people that work downtown, and they helped me figure out how to get a business license, and pointed me in the right direction of like how to keep track of what you're making income wise and how to report it. So that was that I think was really definitely a good thing to learn. I also learned that not everyone that you work with has really good intentions. That some people are really litigious, and so you really have to watch your own back because no one's going to do it for you.
I hear that. What would you say are some of the unexpected benefits that you encountered while you're building your business?
So I think that I guess the benefit for me was I learned a lot. I mean, I learned it because I was the guy that was doing it, and so I learned I would say the guerrilla marketing, getting out there and get my name out as for the initial business as a DJ. I mean, I was doing a lot of things, getting people to refer my business and looking at ways to do it on the cheap because I was a student. I was a student through grade school, through high school, and through college. I was DJing and working a lot. And then as I got into college, I started getting into the web business and doing consulting for companies, as well as doing side work for some things in the university as well as small businesses. So it really it helped me, I think, really see like what I was doing wrong. And then every time that I did something wrong, I kind of kept it on a list and said, I'm not going to make that mistake again. And then if I get a chance to help someone, mentor someone, I'm going to give them that kind of cheat sheet so that they don't have to make those same mistakes. And I kind of get them started from where I'm at now.
Oh, that's fantastic. What would you say as far as your web design business and your qualifications? How exact can you get to fill someone's demographic on their perfect client?
I think you could get laser focused with the technology that's out there today. Whether you're doing some work on social media, whether it's Facebook and Facebook advertising, they have really great advertising and demographics that you can target. You could target like things that people like, their purchasing behavior, friends of friends, their specific age, their specific zip codes. And even on Google, we look at things like people's zip codes, if they visited your site, if they visited other sites that are similar to your site. I mean, you could get very, for a friend of mine, he's got a DJ business. He wants to target people that were just recently engaged. So, imagine if you're selling a service like a DJ or an event planner or something like that and having your ad pop up once people get engaged, that's like perfect, So you can really get it tight. I think the hardest part for small businesses is really understanding who their target market is. So I think if you know that, or if you have an idea, you can start testing it with ads and not having to spend a lot of money out of the gate.
Right. And that's what your expertise is in, right?
Yes.
Okay. What are the 2 key things you wish you knew before you started your entrepreneurial journey?
The 2 key things, I would say, I think surround yourself with the right people. I think that's like something that's really key. Just because someone might be your friend or you like someone and like working with them doesn't mean that they're necessarily the right person to work with in a business. And so I think that was something I learned hard. Although I had really good people that worked with me that were friends. So the other thing is knowing when to ask for help, whether it's legal, technical, any of that. Like you're one person and you have limited experience. So there's always someone out there that knows something else and that can help you succeed. And you can't do it all yourself. And I've learned that the hard way. I would say that's a hard lesson for me because I like to try to learn everything and become a master of everything. But if you try to become a master of everything, you become a master of none of it because you're trying to keep everything going.
Okay. What's the one project you're working on right now that you might want to promote to get people engaged, or how can people get in contact with you?
So a project that I just actually launched is a website for a nonprofit organization called Norphans, and they're a local nonprofit for actually my alma mater in North Catholic High School, and they set up an online store, and they're selling some of the merchandise, and they're raising money basically to give back to graduates and other students in the area that are trying to attend Catholic schools, and they're providing support, whether it's through a grant for their education, books, and things like that, as well as they give back to like the Wounded Warriors and other charities. People can contact me. They can visit my website. It's www.biondocreative.com. It's BIONDO creative.com. And they can, on there, there's a phone number. They can contact me there. It's 215-778-8530 or abiondo@biondocreative.com.
Yeah, I just posted your link in the comment section over there. Or I'm going to open up for Q&A. Hey, Gerald, I see you over there. You have any questions? You came in a little, just 2 seconds late, but you heard some good content. We have right here the digital marketing strategist and web designer, brand specialist, Anthony Biondo. You have any questions you might have for him as far as regarding your business, Gerald? You can hop in the seat if you like. Right. You're funny. I can understand that. Well, I said on my Facebook that I was going to announce something special tonight. And so for people watching on the replay, hey, Gerald,
hey.
What I'm going to do is if you go to my website, talktoturk.com, I am giving one free 20-minute consultation on your business, whatever needs you may have as far as marketing. These are my specialties: sales training, marketing, and business development.
Well, I was going to say.
Oh, okay. So if you want to know about tax and legal stuff, that's not my specialty. But business, sales, marketing, those are my specialties. So you can go to the website, talktoturk.com. It'll give you my schedule, and you get a free 15, 20-minute consultation. The normal charge for my consultations are $1,500 for 1 hour. So it's a huge benefit to anyone that needs to take advantage of it. And I'm doing it just for the Christmas or holiday special for 2 days only. So go to my website, talktoturk.com, to get that special. Now, what did you have a question for us, Gerald?
I was going to ask Anthony real quick. What are your suggestions for the digital branding strategy for like 2016, like with as far as all these new live streaming platforms and photographic platforms? I was about to say photographic. Look at that. I had to catch myself. But photographic platforms, Snapchat is now like really just blowing away the world. And then with the live streaming with the Blabs and the Periscopes and the Meerkats, and then there's even something Go Live and all of that. What would your suggestions be for somebody that is looking to start digitally branding themselves?
I think it depends on the business. So I don't know. Do you have a specific business in mind you want to talk about? Because I think depending on your business, so if you're trying to reach younger people, you might want to be on Instagram, or like you said, some of these sites like Periscope, getting out there, trying to get your message in there. Vine, I think, is another avenue. I've seen some businesses take, using Vine videos to try to do some short content, try to get things viral. So I think there are a couple ones that I would say I'm going to see more and more people jumping on those. And as Facebook, I think Facebook's doing some really interesting things. There's actually, if you look at CNN and what CNN's doing out there, you're seeing Facebook start to bring the content from sites like CNN and I think the New York Times. It's only very select producers of content right now. They're actually bringing them in the Facebook app. So when you click on an article, you never even go to their website. You're accessing that content within their application. So I think you're going to see more and more of that, where people are trying to keep you within the applications to make the user experience that much better.
Right, because I know Facebook Live is coming for everybody in the next 3 months. Yep. But right now they're going to roll that out slowly. So
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Thanks for your question.
Thank you. All right, I will jump off. I'm not looking like my normal self tonight, so just wanted to jump in and be able to contribute something to my brother Turk's Blab. Very nice to meet you, Anthony.
Yeah, very nice to meet you.
All right, awesome. I will
appreciate
this later.
Thanks a lot, Joe. I appreciate you.
All right.
All right, with that, we're going to close up the show. But before we close up, you provided a lot of great information tonight, Anthony. I'm sure there's plenty of people that are watching the replay and business impact that will be impacted by your knowledge. Is there any one thing that you would like to add before we go?
No, I think it's just I would say, if you have a business, you don't have a website, get out there and start to learn about it, because I think it can have really positive benefits on your bottom line by having a good website. And if you're looking for someone to help you do it, I'm a guy out there to help you, and you can contact me on my website, biondocreative.com.
All right. Thanks again for being with us. As we close the show tonight, I always like to tell my clients, the only reason why a business exists is to solve a problem. So what problem are you solving? God bless and good night.